Y'all didn't think I was going to come with that Tuesday hit. 5-minute fix, baby. All right, what we talking about first today? Hackers Anonymous hacked Nestle's database due to its cooperation with Russia. So it's been known that there are certain companies. In fact, I'm sure you could find a list. I'm not going to tell you where to get it because I ain't got time. It's been known that there are a list of companies who are refusing to back out of Russia, like the majority of companies are doing due to their unjust invasion of the Ukraine. Well, it looks like Hackers Anonymous are taking matters into their own hands, like they do often when they see something that is socially unjust. Let's take a look. This article is out of Rubrika, Ukrainian Solutions Media. I have seen it on a bunch of other sources, so you know what I like to say. Take it with a grain of salt or whatever have you. But this is the story. Hackers state this on Twitter. Hackers have made the entire hack base of the company available. The Anonymous Collective has leaked the database of the largest food company in the world, Nestle. 10 gigabytes of data, emails, passwords, Nestle business customers, etc. Everything. These guys went ham. And you know what? I'm not going to necessarily say I'm against this because quite honestly, Nestle's kind of shady. Let's be honest. Nestle's kind of shady. Right down from the bottled water to the chocolate bars, whatever. They're kind of shady. And the fact that, they wouldn't pull themselves out of Russia, hey, that's their prerogative. But it looks like they're paying the price. I thought there would be more on this website with this story. I guess not. I should have checked. On to the next one. In sports, it looks like Jorge Masvidal is going to be looking at charges, I believe, of criminal battery. Something like, let's take a look at the headline. Masvidal fractured Colby Covington's tooth in alleged street attack, facing possible felony battery charges. Now, don't get me wrong. As a professional fighter, he should not be attacking anybody on the street, regardless if it's another fighter or not. That being said, Colby Covington 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now, just beat this man's ass in the octagon. You telling me you are going to police for a fractured tooth? Man, pay for your tooth to get fixed. You know how many people got fractured tooth? Jesus. Anyways, let's read a little bit about this. Details surrounding Jorge Masvidal's alleged attack on Colby Covington have begun to come out after the two UFC rivals were involved in an altercation late Monday night. Them hot Miami nights, baby. The Miami Beach police on Tuesday released a report regarding the incident that names Masvidal as a suspect. Covington's name was redacted because he was the victim. However, multiple sources have confirmed to MMA Fighting that Covington was the victim in the altercation, which took place outside of Pappy Steak Restaurant. According to the police report, Masvidal faces possible felony battery charges from the incident. Upon arriving to the scene, the police spoke to Covington, who told them that he was attacked by Jorge Masvidal. Covington alleged that he exited Pappy Steak Restaurant and that Masvidal ran up to him from his left and without notice punched him with a closed fist 2 times in the face. Now, I'd like to think that if it was a blindside attack, a little more damage would be done. But that's just me. The report states that Covington was hit once in his mouth and the other punch was to his left eye. Covington said he heard Masvidal say, "You shouldn't have been talking about my kids," during the attack, which, I mean, not to promote violence, but, someone talk about my kids, you better watch your back. Covington added he saw 3 or 4 other unknown males approaching him in an aggressive manner. So he pushed away before running back into the Pappy Steak Restaurant where he contacted police. During the alleged assault, Covington fractured his left front tooth and suffered an abrasion to his left wrist. According to the police report, Covington added that he identified Masvidal by the sound of his voice, as well as recognizing his hair sticking out of his hoodie, as the UFC welterweight was allegedly wearing a blue surgical face mask with his hoodie raised up over his head. Well, you know, practicing safe COVID procedures while out in public, you gotta love it. It'll be interesting to see what comes from this. Who knows how much evidence or proof or identification can be made from someone under attack and they say, I heard his voice. Not to doubt what Colby Covington is saying, but he's kind of a big piece of shit. So, you know, on to the next one. Yo, this one is crazy. Okay. It's 70 degrees warmer than normal in Eastern Antarctica, and scientists are flabbergasted. This event is completely unprecedented and upended our expectations about the Antarctic climate system, one expert said. Now, before I get started with this, I ain't trying to push no agenda with this. This is straight up findings from Eastern Antarctica I am bringing to you. So don't be up in the comments, even though I know nobody's gonna be up in the comments with this, but don't be up in the comments talking about some wild shit, okay? This is from the Washington Post. So here we have a picture. This looks like heat, baby. Yeah, that's a lot of heat. The coldest location on the planet has experienced an episode of warm weather this week, unlike any ever observed, with temperatures over the eastern Antarctic ice sheet soaring to 50 to 90 degrees above normal. The warmth has smashed records and shocked scientists. This event completely unprecedented and upended our expectations about the Antarctic climate system, said Jonathan Willey. You know what? I apologize. I don't even know if that's how he talks. That was the scientist's voice that came into my head. He's a researcher studying polar meteorology at the University Grenoble Alps in France. Antarctic climatology has been rewritten, tweeted Stefano De Battista, a researcher who has published studies in Antarctic temperatures. He added that such temperature anomalies would have been considered impossible and unthinkable before they actually occurred. I mean, that's pretty fair, you know? If you've never seen anything like this, you would never expect it to happen. That's pretty straightforward, if you ask me. What is considered warm over the frozen, barren confines of Eastern Antarctica is, of course, relative. Instead of temperatures being minus 50 or minus 60, minus 45 or minus 51 Celsius, they've been closer to 0 or 10 degrees, minus 18 or minus 12 degrees Celsius. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was waiting for, the perspective, because, you know, a difference in 70 degrees, yeah, sounds like a lot. But when you go from, you know, minus 45, minus 51 to minus 18, minus 12, yeah, it's a nice reprieve, but it's still cold as hell. I'll tell you that right now. Add a little wind chill to that. Woo, baby. Come on, man. You're still looking at like minus 30, at least with that wind chill. So that's a little crazy. Just looking at this map, that's wild. That's absolutely wild. I probably should have got rid of that advertisement before, but who cares? Whatever. It's all good. On to the next one. Here's a little Canadian, I guess, politics, but social news as well. The Liberals agreed to launch dental care program in exchange for NDP support. This is the stuff I love to see. I love to see two differing political factions coming together. It's like, yo, you want this? I'll give you this. You give me some of this. Let's make a deal. You know, let's read a little bit about this. We got Jagmeet Singh, the one and only. We got Justin Trudeau up in here. The Liberals have agreed to launch new dental care program for middle and low-income Canadians and advance a number of other NDP priorities in exchange for New Democrats propping up the federal government until 2025. Look at this. They're like, yo, we just had an election. We need some support. Let's turn this into a majority government. I scratch your back. You scratch mine. That's what's up. We've agreed to work together, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said during a news conference Tuesday morning. It's about focusing on what we agree on instead of what we disagree on. Pretty straightforward, you know. According to a release from the Prime Minister's office detailing the grounds of the agreement, the proposed dental program would start with those under 12 years old in 2022, then expand to under 18-year-olds, seniors, and persons living with disabilities in 2023. Full implementation will be rolled out in 2025. Now, I got 2 kids. That's good for me. That saved me a little bit of money on dental, you know. Hopefully my kids' teeth ain't all jacked up, so I got to get them braces or something. But, you know, we'll see. Hopefully, maybe some of that will be covered. Who knows? We're using our power to help to... oh, my gosh. I'm going to leave that in there. We're using our power to get help to people, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh told his own news conference. We are getting help for the people that need their teeth fixed. We're getting help for people that need to buy their medication and can't afford to. I mean, I'm not even going to say it. The dental program, a key plank of the NDP's past 2 campaign platforms, would be restricted to families with an income less of $90K annually with no co-pays for anyone under $70,000 annually in income, said the government. Never mind. I got to pay for my kids' jacked up teeth. Co-pays are the flat rate fees which can be charged each time someone makes a claim. So it's just interesting to see. I wonder what may come out of this aside from just the dental aspect of it. What else is the Liberal caucus trying to push with this? And I mean, yo, props. I'm lucky I was blessed with a fine set of teeth. I didn't need anything crazy when I was young because I can tell you what, I wouldn't have got it. So, you know, there's that. You know, there's a couple other things that were kind of notable, but you know, it is what it is. It's supposed to be the 5-minute fix and it's at like 10-minute video now. So you know what? Have yourself a good day.